I'm here now with Owen Wignot following Siena's big win over Manhattan in the MAAC Tournament quarterfinals. And Owen, you hit that big shot at the end of regulation to force overtime. Walk us through the play.
Coach drove the play, and I was supposed to get the ball, and if Odie was open, look inside real quick, but I hit it to Evan to see if he would have a quick three to tie it. He drawed two defenders and kicked me, and I just shot it with confidence and it went in.
What does it show about this team that it outfought a very good Manhattan team for 45 minutes and is now 2 games away from the NCAA tournament?
Coach has always been saying we're resilient, we never give up, and I think we showed that tonight, and we're going to keep doing it tomorrow.
What's the team's mindset heading into the game against Loyola?
Confidence. We just played 45 minutes, but we're going to go in, we're going to have the scout ready, and just use all the energy we can to win.
Just first of all, just give us your general thoughts of that game, take us through the game, and just your overall opening statement.
Well, Mike, number one, it was a classic. I mean, it was a game that had so many ebbs and flows. The senior leadership we got from Owen and Brandon Walters was phenomenal. Kyle Downey, Evan coming off the knee injury, 10 assists. I mean, it was just a game that I think really showed our resolve. We've been a team of resiliency all year, and when Owen made the three, we had to go into the overtime, and I thought we played really well.
Talk a little bit about Owen. It's been such a tough at times throughout his career. To have him have the game like he did, hits the three that goes to overtime. Just what's going through your mind for that kid? How happy were you for Owen that he was able to step up and do that?
Well, Mike, I think Owen Wignot has been a great player in our program. Sometimes, we forget that he, didn't play as much his first couple of years, but I've been able to coach him for 2 years, and it's been a pleasure. And it was his moment, and he obviously made the shot, and obviously made a lot of big shots today. We don't win the game without him.
Brutus' shot, what are you thinking about when you saw Brutus' shot go in and out? Just kind of take us through the emotion there on the bench.
Well, it was unbelievable, Mike, because it looked like it was good to me. I saw it, and I just, I said, oh no, you got to be kidding me. But, we got the lucky bounce. Sometimes you get lucky bounces in conference tournaments, and we got the lucky bounce tonight.
It's 12:50 in the morning. You've got a 6-man team, as we know, all the guys playing. Just take a brief look at tomorrow, if you can, to the semifinals with such a short roster going up against the Loyola team, or is this one where you just try and enjoy it for the night right now?
Yeah, we'll try and enjoy it, Mike, but our guys are excited about playing tomorrow in the semis. We've had 2 tough games with Loyola, and I think our guys know they can play with them, and obviously our energy and our legs will be important, so we'll have to manage that, and hopefully the guys, tonight will get a good night's rest and move forward.
Just what your general mindset is heading into tomorrow's semifinal game against Loyola.
Well, Andrew, we played them twice. We know them well. I think obviously a very athletic team, but a team that we're going to have to be able to score on. Both games we didn't do a great job. The game at Loyola we struggled against their pressure. So I'm expecting tomorrow with the short bench that he'll press us, and we're going to have to handle it. But we handled a pretty good press tonight, pretty well.
Okay.
Just take us through that last possession of regulation.
Well, it was unbelievable. I mean, I saw the shot, and I thought it was in. It just was amazing that it went out. But that's what happens sometimes. You get a lucky bounce, and we got the bounce that we needed. But the Wignot 3 was a great shot. I mean, he's a kid that has really been a great kid in our program. He made a big shot last year against Manhattan, actually in the conference tournament. And, just tonight was his time. Like a couple of nights it was Downey's time, but Wignot really shone tonight.
Yeah, even just turning around and hitting just those mid-range jumpers too. He hit a couple of those late.
Yeah, he did a nice job in the middle of his zone, making plays. And Ron Poole, freshman, 16 points. I thought we were playing on the floor with 2 freshmen, for the overtime. So that was really good.
How much did Brandon Wilkins come through tonight? I mean, 5 blocks.
Best game of the year. I had a sense that he was going to play well. He's really come on. He's been a great story this year. Didn't play all last year behind Ronnie Rossiter. Now, really getting his confidence. He's played some really good games for us. So, another guy like Wignot that just stepped up in a big moment.
Towards the before the end of the game in the second half, when Matt called timeout with about a minute left.
Right.
What defense? Can you walk us through that situation? Because they made a 3-pointer on the other end.
Yeah, we kind of lost Brutus. We play zone. We have to play zone. That's what we played all year. We played most of the time, even at the end of the games. We lost Brutus, you know, and he made a really good shot. But I thought the zone was good at times late in the game. You know, we got them to throw it inside and they didn't score. And you know, you got to live with. I mean, they came out and hit a lot of threes, but we stayed with the zone, and obviously it worked.
I mean, it was great defense, interior. You guys have been great all year inside the arc with defense.
Yeah, we have.
You know, what have you emphasized over the year to get that?
Well, with Walters and Anasicki, we want them to stay out of foul trouble, so we talk about just getting their hands up. They're big. They're both 6'8" and long, so they do present problems for smaller guys. And Brown struggled late in the game going over with Walters and Anasicki. You know, he's only 6'5". But earlier in the half, they were scoring. They were going to Collinette and Brown, and we did turn it up a notch at the end.
There's been a lot of talk around the arena today about the crowd turnout, and when the time for your game, the arena kind of took on a new life. What do you have to say about the turnout of the students and the fans?
The fans this year, you know, the fans at Siena are the best. I mean, they came out tonight. It really helped us. It almost felt like we were playing in a home arena. When we made the comeback, when we made the big shots, they were great. And, they've been great all year. They really like this team. You know, they really fall in love with this team. They like their resolve and resiliency, and people that come to the games have been coming all year. So it's great to have that support.
Not starting Evan to start the game. How did you feel about that?
Well, I asked him today. He didn't, you know, he kind of felt better coming off the bench. It actually worked out well because we were able to get him some minutes because he had to play in the overtime. You know, he didn't practice all week, so it was good that we got him a few minutes.
And how's this been? I mean, you have played 6 players tonight. How's this been managing fouls? I know typically, you know, when you have 2 fouls, you pull a guy, or 3 fouls, you pull somebody else. How's this been managing the foul trouble that you guys have been able to do?
Well, we were like third in the nation in the least amount of fouls committed. We play zone, so we kind of stay in foul trouble. But Kyle Downey, you know, fought to lose. The amazing thing about this game is we won the game without Downey. You know, I mean, late. You know, Downey was not in the game. That bodes well for us. That means Poole and Himes have really matured.